Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Pre-Market Live Show. Today is Friday, July 25th. We'll see how this Friday's kicking off. And first, all information presented here is for educational and informational purposes only, not intended as financial advice. So always do your due diligence. How is everybody this morning? And here's our heat map. It's pretty green, actually. NVIDIA's down a hair, and everything else looks like it's up a little bit. So we'll see how that works out for this Friday. And here we are. It's up $1 to SPY, and it's just kind of sitting there in the top. So it's not really doing a whole lot, but it is in the top and it's cruising along kind of flat a little bit. It is up. So there you go with that look. We'll go through our Joey's jumpers, our laptop lowdowns. Good morning, Luis Rodriguez and everybody else. And what did Intel do? I have no idea. I didn't even see it, Lewis. And that took a big old dip, didn't it? Hey, it was dipping down, and there you go. I'm telling you guys, these things have that crazy look, and I don't really trust much from the market right now. Something's going on. Bitcoin did dip below 115 briefly, but it is back up over a 116 area. And, yeah, it's some pullbacks going on. Let's see. Stocks drop worldwide as investors brace for a crucial week, and stocks retreat from records as profits disappoint. Speculative trading is booming again. That could turn into a headwind for the S&P 500. And Google search is convincing Wall Street that it's ready for AI. And the dollar strengthens. Dow futures waver 1 week until tariff deadline, guys. So let's get into it. See what our Joey's jumpers are doing. It's BTBT. And what is that Bit Digital doing? Is it moving this morning? It wasn't really doing much yesterday. Let's see. All right, it did jump up a little bit there. It was getting set up, and this does appear. Oh, that's TBT. That's not even the right one. I was going to say that doesn't look like BTBT. Here we go. That's better. That looks like it. That looks better because it was falling down right there, and it does. It looks like it's falling down. The other one, BTB, looked like it was going to roll up there. So yeah, this guy does look like it's kind of dipping down. I didn't know it was really jumping around right there, but let's keep an eye on it. We'll watch all them guys, see when they're ready to roll. And this GSIW Garden Stage did jump back up this morning. It was up yesterday, pulled back, and now it's jumping back up. We were talking about this GSIW right here. So keep an eye on this. This actually looks like it's getting ready to curl up, looking pretty good right there. And BTBT, more like BTB right there, right? Sam, that was a pretty oh wait, hold on, which one? What did I just what did I even click on? I don't even know what the hell I did. BTB. I don't even know what I wrote down. Was it BDT? I have no idea. I don't even know what I clicked on. I think I have to go back and see what did I even click on there. Does it even say? I don't even see it. One of them looked really good there for a second, and it wasn't really that one. I don't even know what it was. Anyway, here we go and see what the rest of these Joey's jumpers are doing. What's this IXHL doing? This has been jumping up there quite a bit, and it's back to 90. Oh, yeah, it took that huge dip yesterday. That's right. So, excuse me. That is right. That one did take a big dip in the after hours there. And LHAI, this one's a new one right there. Lincoln Holdings. That doesn't look too bad after yesterday, but it is new, so we'd have to look at that today. LIDR, we were looking at this thing, and it's been in the top. Looks like it's trying to bounce back up. Let me look at it better. Over here, LIDR. And yeah, it does look pretty good there this morning, so keep an eye on that. That could run up a little bit more right now. And NRSN. I don't even know what that is, to be honest with you. Neurosense. And that thing is going to get curled up right there. That might be one to keep an eye on for next week right there. NRSN. Yeah, it could get curled up right there. I'll have to look at that today and see how it's running around. And NXTC. There isn't a whole lot going on this morning. I know that. And that one, let's see. What is that doing? NX. Hold on. TC. Let's see. NXTC ran up yesterday and a little bit of pullback there today. So not really doing a whole lot. I was showing it's yesterday's jump up right there in the after hour. So Octo, let's see. Like I said, the market is not really doing a whole lot right here. That's for sure. And I don't know why I have to call. Hold Oh, something in my throat or something. I don't know what's going on. Octo though, this one did jump up. OCO. What is it? OCTO. And that was yesterday. I didn't even know if I noticed that jump up there yesterday, but a little bit of pullback running around today, that's for sure. And let's see, SMX was actually running up. Remember, we were looking at that the last few days, and that did run up a little bit this morning. We were talking about that one. WCT right here, Well Challenge Holdings. That one curled up too as well. And let's see, that is today's date. Looks pretty good, a Hong Kong one. And keep an eye on that one right there. And our Wang and Lee is back up, like I was saying last night. A little healthy pullback back to 10 right there. So there you go. And looking pretty good to run back up. So I was saying that. And there you go about Wang and Lee. So there you go. And that is our Joe Lee jumpers right there. Let's just take a quick look and see what's laptop lowdowns are about today and see what's way down here. NCNA, I have to type it in right. It had been setting up there yesterday and the day before. It's up a little bit, not looking bad right there. So that looks pretty decent for a setup. ASTI. Let's see what that one's doing. That one's pulling back right there. That is a nice lowdown right there. That's dipping back. And BCTX right here, Brea Cell. We've been looking at it down here at the bottom. It is trying to curl up, guys. I'm telling you, that one will run up a little bit. It might not cross through, but it'll run up on that little curl up there. And EDHL right here has been way down. And the same situation, it's going to curl up a little bit on that run up. So or run up on the curl up, I meant to say, set it backwards there. And so this is another one to keep an eye on. BCTX, EDHL, GSIW we just did. And let's look at Hook and see what Hooker's doing right here. Wasn't it called Hooker or something? There was one that was called like Hooker. I thought that was it, but Hook Epia Pharma. This had to have changed its name. There's no way that this has been that stock ticker for that long. I'm telling you, there was one that we used to look at. Anyway, who cares? And this one's pulling back right here. It's hooking down, as a matter of fact. That's what it's doing. So, and how about Kirkland's? That was running up the other day. This is a Costco one, and this is pulling back to set back up right there. LFA right here. And what is that doing? Is it LMFA? Because I know that's one. And that's LM Funding, and that was run up the other day and pulling back. It could be that one right there. LQR, that one was that distillery one? Oh, they changed their name to that was YHC. What, it changed its stock ticker? What the heck did I just do? LQR. How did that go here? Yeah, I guess it does go there. All right. LQR, I guess either used to be this because I know YH something this was. What the heck? Something happened. They changed their stock ticker or something. I don't know, but we were looking at it. It popped up recently. And yeah, I think it changed some stock tickers or something. And LMFA. Let's look at that one right now. Isn't that the one I just looked at when I was looking at this one, LFA? And I think I pulled this one up right here because, yeah, I did. And LVLU we looked at last night when we checked out Lulu. And this one has been pulling back some. Looks like it might pull back a little bit more. Mullen, that's in the basement. It's been in the basement forever. And let me type Mullen in. Oh, there we go. And hopefully next week I'm just typing again. I don't have anything on my finger. And RSLS right here. Is that Reshape or something like that? Reshape Life Sciences. And that's down there and going to get settled. That might be a good one for next week. SDOT had recently was running up and took a big dive too. Whoop, let me see. I just went past it. SDOT right there, and that one did take that big dive. It was running up and then boom, right back down. And SGN signing day sports. What are you up to this morning here? And here we are up 3 cents, and this one's pulling back. And that one does like the spike. We were talking about this the other day, so we will keep an eye on that one. And there you go for your laptop lowdowns. We'll take a look. And YHC used to be LQR, so I was gonna say that used to yeah, that's when it was popping. It was LQR. That makes sense. And now it's YHC. And there you are. Let's go ahead, see what our SPY big caps are doing. This LHAI is up over 100%. That's that brand new one right there, Octo, and this COUR. And so good right there. Look at that one running up. We've looked at that before. SMX is up there, LIDR. And Above Food Ingredients is trying to. We'll keep an eye on that. I'll take a look at that today, see what it wants to do. And Open is trying to curl back up right there. So there we are with them. Let's look at our SPY and big cap, see what's happening here. Our SPY is up 97 cents, and it does not look bad, but it doesn't. I don't know, guys. Let me see, because it was just curling through the MACD last night, and it's in that spot where it wants to pull back. And I'm telling you, it has that look. It's sitting right there on that line. I don't know what's going on with this thing. So it was peaked itself over last night, and it did look like it was going to pull itself back under. So I will be keeping an eye on that, obviously, to see what it wants to do, because this market does look crazy. I'm not going to lie. Look at Apple. It's still hitting this resistance up here. It looks like it's trying to set up to go through, but just not doing it at the moment. And here is Amazon up a little bit, and that's hitting the resistance. They have their earnings coming up next week. And of course, Google just had their earnings, and it was run up there, a little bit of pullback there, but still on the top. Not looking too bad this morning for Google. So we'll see if it can stay up there. And Meta's trying to get through to 20, but it's sitting right there. I'm not so sure it's going to cross through. So again, guys, there is something definitely going on, and I'm still not sure how Microsoft, but I bet it tops out at this 517, guys, because there's no way it's going through that resistance right now. That's why that trend line ended up there, because that's going to hold it down. And that is your Microsoft. And I just can't even believe it's still running up like it is. And the video right here is pulled back the other day, bouncing back up. It's just flat at the top and can go either way, guys. I mean, you want to talk about a coin flip right here. That's exactly what we're walking into. And Tesla is down and could pull back a little bit. It will get set up, but it is just dipped down after the earnings. And let's see what the rest of these guys look like. AMC, that's just pulling back a hair. GameStop's getting set up, but it has a little bit of pullback right there, it looks like. And Chewy right here has been setting up, and it looks like Chewy wants to get set up for next week. It is up right now. Unity's been pulling back. There it is, pulling back. And Netflix right here, NFLX, and that's up $2. That one could be bottomed out right there. We'll have to look at it. 20 still coming down. It's trying to curl up. Interesting look right there. That one could try to curl up, or it could dip down some more right there. And again, another coin flip. They're so much fun. And AVGO just flat right there at the top. But another one, I think that they're going to be coming down. Plus, the semiconductors don't look that great. MU sitting there, that looks like it's going to get pushed through that support line right there, is what it looks like to me. TSM is trying to pull back there, so that wants to pull back as well. And let's look at our SMCI right here and see what it's up to, because that one might be pulling back as well. It had been setting up. It doesn't look terrible. Their earnings are that August 5th. They're part of the big crew there. And yeah, look at it, trying to pull back right there. So interesting. I must say, all the stock charts. AMD still running up. That had looked bullish. And QCOM's been pulling back here, and it might be pulling back. I'm not so sure it's getting through there. It had been setting up really bullish, and now it's not. Snowflake right here. It should be coming back down. It's just sitting there flat at the moment. And PayPal's been going up, and there you go. That was a good one right there. And Intel is that big dip that Luis Rodriguez pointed out this morning. And here is Dell, and that's down and looks like it could be coming back down. So I'm telling you guys, there is a dip here, and we're getting closer to August. And August does like the dip. Look at IBM, had that nice dip sitting on the support line right there. And PLTR could go up a little bit. It is down, but it could roll up just a little bit more right there. Sophie is trying to fight its way in the top, and look at it, just flat, but looks like it's going to be coming down as well. And good old Mara was coming down there yesterday. Looks like it's coming down some more. Riot was up, and that thing, I think, is topping out right there. as well. And here is your clean spark, and that one's pulling back. And let's see what MicroStrategy's doing. It's still setting up, has some time. You could see some pullback on it as Bitcoin is pulling back as well. And Robinhood right here, too many O's right there on that. But there is Robinhood pulling back at the moment. And then we see these things pull back and then they jump up immediately. It's crazy. Look at Coinbase pulling back here. And Bull had been bullish and that's pulling back. So you are seeing a lot of pullback this morning. I'm telling you, these charts look crazy. I was saying it yesterday as well. And Space, and I've been kind of saying it for a few days here, they've been looking crazy. Boeing trying to run up a little bit higher there. I'm just curious what's DFEN looking like, because that is set up, guys, and looks really good for aerospace and defense. Lockheed Martin's probably a great opportunity right there, to be completely honest with you. So might want to keep an eye on Lockheed Martin. And Northrop Grumman is up there, but at the top, Lockheed Martin setting up the run, and Huntington Ingalls isn't bad. Probably will try to run up into the top a little bit right there. And let's see, what else were we looking at? DJT was down, and so was Fun right here. So that's just a little flat at the moment. McDonald's is up a little bit. Not looking bad for McDonald's, but I don't think it's going to get crazy. And Disney's up, but I don't think that one's it's trying to curl up. I don't think it really has much in it. And Oxy, that's setting up right there. And the oil and gas ones are setting up, guys. So there you go. That is what the market looks like this morning for Friday at the end of July 25th on a summertime. So let's see what you guys want to look at. Intel way down, Bitcoin dipped down, and I don't even know how MSFT keeps going up. And BTBT is a snooze right there, Sam. And I don't know what the other one I clicked on was, but that one had looked pretty good. UX, what is that one? UXRP. That's was it that or it's something different? I know it's like close to them letters. URXP. Yeah, what the heck is that one? I know it's real close to that, Louis Rodriguez or whoever. Yeah, Louis. What the heck is that one? That's that Ripple one. Hold on, XRP. No, what is that thing? I forget what it is. But is that Ripple ETF? We were just looking at it the other day. I forget what the letters are. And open right here does appear like it's trying to curl back up. Let's see. I mean, it looks like it. It's in the top right there. I don't know if I even trust that one. We were so early to the party on this that I don't know if I'd be chasing that look right there. We liked it down here before it got rolling. And so, yeah, I don't know about open either right there. LHAI is a new IPO up over 100% in the pre-market there. YHC used to be that LQR. And watch the circle, the pennant shape formation suggests a potential squeeze. And let's look and see what Circle is doing here. It is down a little bit. CRCL. Let me take a look over here and see what it looks like. It does. I would watch a little more pullback, but it will get set up here. You can see the 20 is going to just kind of dictate exactly what that's going to do. Maybe closer to around August 12th when it has its earnings. So we will keep an eye on that. And Laptop Travels, watching that Wang and Lee and a few others, like I said, Wang and Lee last night, it was setting back up. There you go. It's running back up. I told you that dip was really nice right there, and this thing's going to get cruising. You can see it already. So there you go. XRPT, that was pretty sure what it was right there. XRPT, there you go. And that is that Ripple one pulling back to get set up, guys. Again, these things ran up. You're seeing that pullback, and we will see some setup time. And again, it just depends how much they want to pull back here. And I do think we're going to see a little pullback. Here's UPXI. That one is dipping down, had run up the other day. And that is going to get set up as well. That has a Solana treasury right there, UPXI. I've been watching this one, so just let that pull back, and you can see it's about to get set up probably next week right there. So, and that XRPT. So there you go. And there's not a whole lot happening this morning. A little more flat than really popping. You had the LHAI, and that's a new one that's popped up, and then nothing else is really going that crazy right there. But keep an eye on that Wang and Lee, because that does look pretty good this morning, I must say. And let's see what's going on. This one looks good too, that GSIW. So you're going to want to keep an eye on that too, GSIW. I know we checked it out. And here's your HCTI. It ran over 100% yesterday. It's just a little healthy pullback. It looks like that IXHL and Octo, LIDR. And there's your Wang and Lee. WCT is well changed, and I think that was on the Joe Lee's jumpers. And that ABP, guys, I'm telling you, this is going to be a great one too. This looks like it's getting set up to get cruising. You can see that rolling back up right there for ABP. So keep your eye on that. Just trying to curl up there, has them run up. So we'll be watching that. So good right there. And there's your OP, and that is a nice dip for Ocean Pal. I'm not sure if it ran back up in the after hours. We have to look at OP right here and see what it's doing. And that is a good dip right there. I'll keep an eye on that one, see when it gets ready to get set up. Open NCNA and SMX, and there you go. I'd say we covered pretty much everything already, and it is just a kind of flat, slower Friday. So we'll see what's going on. There's that Yosh right there. It's down a little. It was running up. And we already looked at all these, and yeah, not a whole lot happening. RMSG, that one's trying to run up a little bit right there. And we did the news. We did our crypto. Actually, we didn't look at the charts on crypto, so let's do that. I know ETF was at 2 million, and here's a Bitcoin right here. It's at 116 at the moment, and there that 20 came up for it really fast, that's for sure. So let's see. I got to see this today. This could be a little roll back up, or we could be back down here into the 110s. I don't think it really wants to, but it doesn't look like it wants to stop at the moment. So Ethereum looks good to roll up and still go. And Solana wasn't looking too bad to roll off either. So I'll be watching them to see what they do. And there's your Ripple. And it is kind of just pulling back, but that one could easily rip off the 20 as well. So these things do look like they're getting set back up. And there is some stuff going on in like banking and stuff about to happen soon. In crypto, I don't know exactly what day. And once it happens, these things are going to be popping again big time. XLM right here. These are getting set up, a little bit of pullback. I'll keep my eye on them today. See what they want to do going into the weekend right here. But Chainlink not looking bad. Optimism looking pretty good to try to crawl back up there. Big ETF was at 2 million market cap. Saw that this morning. And let me just see if there's anything trending here. And again, not a really crazy morning. And LWGS, good old Wang and Lee, targets right around 24 cents. And yeah, it does want to move right there, I'm telling you. So keep your eye on that thing. I was saying it last night that it had that pullback. I had gotten rid of half of the position and then scooped up some more for it. So you take the little bit of profits, add into it, and boom, Laptop Travel's newsletter will cover the crypto story on Saturday. Big news catalyst coming, there sure is. And UNH, did Warren Buffett get into that now? So that would be interesting. What did he do? We'll have to see. Didn't I just see his name? I don't know. I can't even read this one. Warren Buffett's next big buy. There you go. So that could be it right there, UNH. And I'm telling you, we've been watching it get set up and knew it was just going to take a little bit of time here. And but it is getting set up here. Warren Buffett does know what he's looking at. I have a feeling of that. And yeah, we've been watching it as well, and it's looking good. Here's that AT&T. It's just kind of hanging out right there. And what is this OKLO doing? That is actually pulled back a little bit right there. So there you go with them. And yeah, I would say that's pretty good pre-market review right there, and a whole lot not going on, that's for sure. And I'll tell you that CNC is down, And ETF is trending at 2 million. Intel is down, UNH down, LHI up, ASTS down, MOH, and SRPT. That's going to be a good one too, guys, to keep an eye on. I did see this thing way down here in the basement, so I will be keeping an eye on that one. I was looking at it yesterday, OKLO and NXTC. I'm not sure what that is. Let's see. And Next Cure. When we look at that, possibly it was already run up there. Yep, I was gonna say that was on the Joey's jumpers right there. So there you go. I would say that's a pretty good stock market pre-market review right there. Looked at crypto. We'll see what's going on, but it is getting set up, and would turn that stock around in a New York minute right there. Oh yeah, Buffett. Yeah, he was a prior owner of UNH, so he knows it well, and he will. And it's getting set up, guys. He knows what he's looking at, so I would take his advice right there as well. And when are we getting in the pew right here? I didn't even look at it this morning, so let me see. And you still have a little more pullback. I'm telling you, still has some more time, guys. You could be bottoming out here, and so we'll see what that's up to today. And Pew has some options already. Yeah, they do. Look at that, beautiful. So we'll be checking that out as well as it gets set up. So I'll keep an eye on the market. It's not really doing a whole lot today, that's for sure, on a Friday in the summer, which is expected. So there we are, guys. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. I greatly appreciate it. Be sure to follow along on X and YouTube and all that good stuff. And of course, all information presented here is for educational and informational purposes only, not intended as financial advice. So always do your due diligence, everybody, and be sure to trade smart, lock in those profits. Let me just see if I got everything over on the X side over here. Bitcoin fell 7% from its $123,000 peak to test support at 114,650, and amid a market sell-off driven by a 2.7% drop in a whale wallets holding 1,000 to 10,000 Bitcoin, the largest outflow in 6 months, partly from Satoshi error right there. So yeah, crazy stuff going on. My buddy was actually just telling me that the other day. He follows that. So definitely interesting right there. And UNH will be definitely watching that bad boy for sure. So I would say that's a pretty good pre-market review right there. I think we got to everything, and be sure to trade smart and lock in those profits on a Friday in the summer. We'll see if anything's getting really set up today, and I just think it's going to be interesting going into the weekend, guys. So I'm keeping an eye on a few of them. I do like Lockheed Martin, and I am looking at that aerospace and defense sector because something might be going on here, but Lockheed Martin's getting set up here. It's a little bit early, but it is getting set up. So you might have a little bit of pullback happen next week, but that one is looking pretty good. And they all are kind of jumping around right now, trying to figure out which way they really want to go. So, and we also have the tariff deadline coming up basically in a week. Well, we're 1 week away. Yeah, August 1st has to be next Friday because the 31st is Thursday. So 1 week away from the tariff deadline right there. So we'll see what's going on with that. And there you go. I would say that is a good pre-market review. Thanks again for hanging out. Follow along. And there you go, everybody. So goodbye, good luck, see you later, and have a great Friday, everybody.